Hey, hey, hey. Just a second. There we go. Hello, beloved ones. How much am I here? Hello, beloved ones. How much am I here? I'm coming to you on the series of letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. And I bet you know that for you to have space for anything new, you gotta let go of the old. But before we can get there, who am I? Hamilton is a freedom illuminator. I am big on helping individuals to finally break free from generational imprints so that they can embody their emotional independence and sexual and spiritual sovereignty. This is why we're here. My mission is to inspire you to fully disconnect from the imprints, templates that you were born in so that you can embody your freedom of individuality. Because today we're going to be speaking about letting go of the saboteur. And the truth of it is, some of it is not your shit. It's a shit that you were born into, but you get to choose what are you going to do with that. So since we are into the topic that I wanted us to talk about, my question is, what do you want out of life? Because this is the last month of 2024. It's December. And you cannot run away from the truth. Time is something that we cannot manipulate, we cannot control. It's happening with or without you, right? So what do you want out of life? And the reason why I'm asking is this. Some of you have opportunities in front of you. There is that girl that you love, you really love her, but you don't have the confidence to approach her. There is something that you're telling yourself. There is a position that is right for you, and you can do that so well. And how do you know? Often you may be watching somebody who has been given that position, and you are actually doing the work for them. They take the credit for the work that you are putting in. And there is that resentment, that inner voice that is often coming through, and that they were just given that position, but they are not qualified for it. It's supposed to be yours. But what is missing? This is where really the shit gets serious. Because you may have the experience, you may have the qualification, but your confidence is not opening the doors for you. How you show up is interfering with the opportunities that you deserve. Some of you've already taken yourself out before you even tried because you didn't even apply for that. Or maybe your interest is to do your own business. One of the excuses that I often find, or that often people tell me, is that if I had finances, I would. What is your version of if I had money, I would, but, and you're not even making an effort, you're not doing anything at all, and you holding into that story for dear life. Is it true, all that you're telling yourself? Or you are the one who is interfering with what you deserve? You are the one who's interfering with what you desire. Because the truth of it is, for you to be able to create that life that you desire, you get to be your extraordinary self. You get to embody your magnificence. You get to move through life with that conviction, that knowing that is coming from the core of your being, that is coming from your gut, where you are in connection with your intuition, where even if the next person that I speak to says no, your yes is waiting. That is the conviction that I'm going to do it. with or without you. Even if you may have people around you that are turning their back on you, you know, because when you come within yourself, you cannot ignore that subtle voice, because often it's subtle, but it keeps you up at night. You can't sleep because you know there is something that you are meant to do. You know you are playing small, because the inner saboteur will tell you that you are not enough. It will tell you that you are too much. It will maybe hold you into perfection. When I am perfect, I need to get a qualification. I need to, all the stories, but they do not hold any water. It's not true. It's just the sabotage patterns that are there, and some of them are not yours. This is why I'm big on releasing ancestral imprints and patterns, the templates that we are born in. What is your we, right? So where do you see yourself? Maybe comparing yourself with other people, maybe holding yourself because of that self-doubt, or not even be willing to invest on yourself. This is one of the things that actually is at the core of you not feeling worthy of your own investment, not just financially, but time-wise as well. Because I've lived on both sides where I had lots of money, but I never used it on myself. Some people knew me as their bank. If you are broke, who's the person to check on? I was that person. But it's not like I had a lot of money, but I didn't feel the need to invest on myself. I did not feel worthy enough. That's why I found myself in toxic relationships. It's quite interesting because my son yesterday asked me a question, Mommy, has someone ever cheated on you? And yes, I responded. We had a conversation, just being open and honest about the whole situation. And as much as I may have labeled some people as chronic cheaters, but I was also, I don't know the word that I can use, but I was chronically addicted to struggle, to suffering, because I found myself in those situations. I was continuously attracting those people, right? So I want you to look at your life. Do you ever feel like something is holding you back from the life that you truly desire? No matter what you're doing, nothing is moving. You find yourself in the same situation. But you know the greatness that is within you, even though at times it feels like maybe you're just being too much, because at times it's what people told you. As a child, you are too much. When you were open enough to dream, to share something that excites you, to share something that turns you on, some people were disturbed by your greatness, by just you speaking that. And now when it's time to take that action, you are hearing that voice. And this is a big one. There's a big one that I often come across, where people, when they go through life, they hear their father's voice, they hear their mother's voice, they hear their auntie's voice, and these are the energies that are often hold them back. You may be hearing the voice that is asking you, who the hell do you think you are? Or whatever that is being said, that has been said. And it feels like it's you, it's not your voice. This is why healing is important. But I know some of you are afraid to heal because you are afraid of who you will become. You are afraid of your magnificence. You have become comfortable with the people that you find yourself around. But for how long are you willing to keep people around just so that you can have an illusion that people love you at the expense of you loving yourself? So that you can have an illusion of belonging, but yet you are your own enemy. Do you understand what it means? And then you keep being disappointed, because often the gift that the universe is giving you is being betrayed, being rejected, being abandoned. These are the patterns that you find yourself in, and now you don't even trust. Part of you is telling me that for me to be safe, I gotta hold back. It's not safe. They're gonna disappoint me. I don't trust them. But the truth of it is, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your inner voice that has been there, that inner aspect of yourself that has been with you through night and day, dark and light, and all these things. This part knows your shame and everything, but you are not willing to go within and have a look at all that is within and give yourself permission to shine. Give yourself permission to embody your extraordinary self so that you can live the extraordinary life that you deserve. So I was just showing up here today on our day one. We're gonna be here. And when I'm talking about here, I mean in YouTube. So if you're watching this in LinkedIn, on Facebook, or whatever, know that the place to be is in YouTube. So go find me there and invite your friends, invite your boyfriend, invite your ex-lovers, whoever that you love, because at times you can not be with somebody, but you love them, because we're going to have deep conversations. So I invite you to invite other people and let's have a magnificent December. So back to the question that I asked you, what do you truly desire? What is it that you committed to yourself that you said, this 2024, this is who I'm going to be? Probably you wanted to lose weight. Probably you wanted to make more money. Probably you wanted a deep connection with your partner, or you wanted to attract the one. It's quite interesting. I saw this couple at the shop earlier, Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Probably that was your intention. But now here we are, right? Or you wanted your business to bloom. But we are here. What have you done? I want you to look at that, but not from judgment. Put your judgment aspect aside, but look at your life. What is it that you knew, or your intention, you intended to commit on yourself, but when you look at your commitment, you didn't invest any money to get help on doing that. You didn't invest any time to get that done. You continued with the norm, with what you know. And with that, when you look at that and ask yourself that question, what is holding you back? What is that voice? Can you identify it? And what is it that you want to say next year, this time around? What is it that you want to say if you are willing to commit to that, but now do something different? Because if you keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results, guess what? You are the Lulu. Yeah, it's called craziness. So are you willing to let go of that craziness and finally get serious about improving your relationship, get serious about stepping onto that business, get serious about embodying your magnificence, embodying your emotional independence, embodying your sexual and spiritual sovereignty? Are you willing to say yes to yourself, yes to your inner child, yes to the universe, to say, I'm willing, I'm open to receive this? So with that said, what is it that you need to let go of? When I'm talking about letting go of the inner saboteur, what is it that you're willing to let go of? What can you let go of starting today, or starting as we start in this series? What are you willing to do different? Are you gonna first thing, give yourself time to say, I'm gonna sit with myself and look at what is here and commit to doing it differently? Or you still wanna just listen and continue as you always did? Because information is not transformation. Let me just tell you that. You've listened to a lot of videos. You've listened, maybe bought books here and there and all that, but you have not received the transformation that you desire. What is missing? Probably this is the opportunity. And for those of you who wants to jump deeper, I'll drop a link below and you can book a call and we can see what is holding you back. From there, what you do with that, it's none of my business. But if you are willing to share a different story next year, this time around, you are at the right place at the right time. It's not a mistake that you are listening to this. And I cannot wait to have that deep conversation with you. So yeah, choose to release those lies and know that you are not your saboteur. That critical voice, that's not you. So stop separating yourself from that and choose to say yes to yourself. So I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Bye-bye. Let's see how we get out of here. Oh yeah, tell me what you got from this. Comment below and let me know what was your biggest takeaway from this conversation. Right. Remember, this is a safe space. Or you can just write to me and tell me personally, I'm not judgmental or anything. I'm gonna love you to your greatness. All right. Don't forget to book a call if you feel it's time to change